Scorpio, how are you? Welcome to the channel and to your reading, Scorpio. We are going to connect with your energies for these days. I remind you that these are general readings, so I'm going to ask you to take what resonates, what applies to your situation, and what does not. You let it go. We are going to connect with this beautiful oracle to start your reading. Do not forget to also consult your moon sign and your ascendant because it lets us see a little more of what may come. What does the energy tell us, Scorpio? Well, it is speaking to us of an energy of purification, and that leads you directly to protect your energy, to raise your vibration in the way that you find most convenient and that you know how to do. Because that could also be a wake-up call or a sign. Whether you feel your energy is heavy or you are going to places where the energy feels dense, you can perceive it and you can feel it. It is a piece of advice, a sign that you should take into account. Because obviously having heavy energy or being in a dense environment could in some way affect other situations or areas of our life that we do not want. Obviously for that type of energy to stick to us, which could be causing us blockages or delays. In some way, they are warning you of the way to be able to clean all this through that purification, which can be done in 1,000 ways, some method that you know, or you can also use meditations or be in contact with nature, or also start doing a cleaning with respect to the environment if you can do it. Well, let's see what the fairies tell us now. These are always readings for the collective. You already know that if you want to have a personal reading with me, you can do so and communicate with me through the website. You always see the address here in the video, and you have a pinned comment on your sign so that it can take you directly to the page. Let's see what the fairies let us see. Precisely this card is a warning of that you can choose places, environments, people, and also the directions you are taking better. You can choose better. There is no doubt about that. You at this moment have the ability to see beyond what is seen, right? So you can choose better and distance yourself precisely from that situation or that person to distinguish in that distance what it really is. Distancing yourself or doing that cleaning is going to make the difference, right? You have to get closer to what is more true for you and to what is more relevant. That is what resonates with you the most, right? Leaving not only the environment, but also the people whom you may be sensing are lying to you or are not proceeding entirely correctly according to your values or your intentions. There you have a card that is talking to us about how, thanks to this, perhaps you were not finding a solution. In other words, it is clear that due to this situation, you were unable to find a truly objective perspective or the answer you needed regarding a specific problem you were facing at that time. And there they are telling you that yes, thanks to this change that you are going to make, you are going to be able to find not only the truth, but also new points of view of a situation because there are no interferences. There are no interferences from an annoying energy. There are no interferences from people who fail to tell the truth. You're also going to notice that the blockage you were living through, perceiving in front of a situation, also disappears because your way of thinking really changes and the perspective also changes and what surrounds you in this matter changes. It makes sense. Then that everything you felt was at a standstill is now surely beginning to move. There is no doubt about that whatsoever. And then you have a wonderful card, which is the Seven of Wands card, which tells us that thanks to this, by solving this inconvenience, you can not only discover the truth, but maintain that truth and that determination and defend what you believe. Let's see what else the cards tell us. Well, there is the Wheel of Fortune, which is a very favorable card. The Fool card, there are new beginnings. There are things that change, right? And they change cycles. They change context. Not only do you change, but your whole reality changes. And there they give you like that initial push so that you can show yourself to be original or pursue some kind of dream or open yourself to what could be some beginning, a beginning that leads you to what could be a great, as I tell you, a great reward. It connects you with a great reward. Imagine that the Wheel of Fortune has to do with, that is, it appears because you are taking determination, you are moving into action, and you are deciding in the face of all this, right? You get rid of uncomfortable and annoying details. You get rid of the blockages. You get rid of people who do not add value. Your energy changes. It gets cleaned. And everything turns in your favor. And there the luck is noticed. What appears, the moment of luck that appears, the moment of realization, and you begin to go through what is called a good streak. So it is a moment where the changes are really noticed from a very opportune place for you, because it could be bringing both the people and the situations that you are needing, which accommodate, that is, they adjust themselves for a very favorable reality, as well as all those circumstances that you needed to move and could not, because everything accelerates and evolves toward a change for you to embrace the opportunity. Your life is renewed in many aspects. First of all, from this personal aspect, which is a wonderful card, the Fool speaks to us of that. right? Of starting to show ourselves exactly as our truth is, being as original as possible, that there is an infinite potential for you to be able to embrace and above all, also feel protected at this moment, obviously, because for a reason you're cleaning yourself. This makes you connect with a deep sense of your interests and pursue your dreams. It represents a being in full potential, ready to unfold into something unique, free from all internal and external conditioning. In its free state, without external conditionings, without internal conditionings, that is going to show itself totally unique, and that is going to develop into something. So this is a moment where life really gives you a great compensation and something begins to take shape. That is why by having the Wheel of Fortune. So anything that you're going to undertake now will surely be of much benefit in the near future. Because what I feel is that what is announced here is that a life stage is approaching. That life stage that tells you, well, you have to enter with total confidence, because not only will you have that sensation of energetic lightness, but everything will be very spontaneous because you yourself will feel that there is no risk run with respect to all of this. You left a situation where there could have been people who wanted to harm you or literally do damage. So it is a moment that life presents to you to have the option to go for that place or change that direction that you knew or sensed you had to do because you had to get out of there. So here, confidence is rewarding you because you also felt that it is the right moment to live that great adventure. So there you find a desire that materializes because the Nine of Cups card is a wonderful card. It is talking to us of much emotional abundance. It's talking to us of what could be a culmination of a situation that had kept you stagnant. There is no doubt about that. And the Nine of Cups brings you together with a moment of much emotional splendor, much happiness or tranquility and harmony, because you are really sure that now you are going to conquer important things. And it can also come hand in hand with a situation that brings a person, obviously, right? But the Nine of Cups connects us with an emotion. Not so much with the situation. It is about feeling that sensation of well-being where everything is really in harmony, where we are surely connecting with that situation of well-being, where we really see that thanks to all this, we are realizing our desires. And above all, we are also willing to what could be opening ourselves to a connection as well. Because the Nine of Cups is warning us that you could even be healing some type of wound or some type of lack or some type of fear that you had not been able to resolve because there is a Fool. So there are no more fears, quite the opposite. You are becoming aware that you really have the need to launch yourself into action without having the approval or without having fear, external approval, or your own approval. So this is a moment where you are no longer here to wait, but rather you are truly here to act. And because you feel a great sense of fulfillment, absolutely everything you begin to do now will provide you with a structure, give you a sense of security, and bring you what could also be situations that connect you with what might be emotions, deep emotions, emotions that satisfy you and do not disappoint you. Because surely what you are leaving behind is also a situation of emotional disappointment, right? Because, well, there were people involved in that matter that you were changing direction from who surely disappointed you. So it announces that your desires come true, especially the joys that come with this and the satisfactions that bring tranquility and the sensation that everything begins to be put in order, right? And the relationships that you are choosing to have are the ones that at this moment make you feel comfortable, make you feel appreciated, loved, respected. You have fun because of this. You celebrate this. Because also, as I tell you, you are accompanied by the Fool Arcanum and you start to enjoy. That is, you are looking beyond a limited reality. There is no doubt about that. It is very important also to understand that it is a situation that is too favorable that is presented to you, that could take you by surprise. And you also choose a happiness that is going to complete you with another person. I have no doubt. So it is a happy stage. Yes. And it is a happy stage that you have been yearning for a long time. I think you feel in a moment of bliss because the Wheel of Fortune is there, because you are reaching now what is going to fill you with pride in that near future. And it is going to start to give you the possibility of opening doors to live a normal life, a life without major setbacks. It is a moment where you are also like putting things well in order in your life. And I like it because it also speaks to us of the economy. It speaks to us of what could be a situation. As I tell you, that comes hand in hand with a person. But as the Wheel of Fortune is there, everything that comes for you is more than favorable. You must not give in and you must defend what you believe is correct. That is why you have a Seven of Wands. Virgilio is leaving us a forceful message. Do not give in on your decision. Do not give in on your change about what could also be that option, right? That you are taking into account having or accessing. Reason why Virgilio connects us to what might be this specific situation that you are finding so incredibly difficult to leave behind, right? It is because first and foremost, you truly need to be more than absolutely sure that what you are currently doing is genuinely deeply beneficial for you. You really need to take the time to reflect on whether this path is truly the right one for your own personal growth, especially before you commit yourself fully to such a significant and life-changing decision. And I believe she also helps you shield your heart from situations that might cause you pain. You are not making a mistake. You are not making a mistake. Believe in what you are doing. She asks you to leave calmly, that she will be guiding and protecting you. And think about everything in a different way, right? Because that is what the Hanged Man was also telling you, to think from a different point of view. Yes, that even if you have to defend it, it is what places you in a privileged position. Do not worry about what other people think. Trust in your actions, which will turn out, well, of course, very favorably. Above all, also tell the truth, right? Because if you are uncomfortable with a situation where you see that there is falsehood, you are fully entitled to tell the truth about it, right? Besides, all of this is going to confirm your thoughts, your opinions, and above all, your intuition as well. You are also asked to be very sure before doing this and to be grounded and certain about this whole matter. And you are going to do it, and you are going to achieve it, where you are aiming, which is to fulfill a great dream, but also a change of reality and luck. So let's connect with this energy. All blessings to you today and always.